Okay. I didn't know if I was going to bring this up or not, but
Yeah.
I had a dream, like a really, really vivid dream last night.
Uh-oh.
And I've been thinking about it all day because
Uh-oh.
it felt incredibly symbolic. Right. And I know this is going to sound, kind of weird,
That's fine.
but, so I had a dream last night that I was with my son and my wife. Like we were in our regular house, but it was a different kind of neighborhood. And for some reason, I was a demon hunter, and I was teaching my son, like, you know, the ways.
Okay.
And my dogs were helpful in tracking them down and finding them. And
Nice.
there was this one specific demon that would hide in the corners of the house, in like the corner
Mhm.
of your vision, right?
Right.
So you
Peripheral.
knew it was there, and it had a really creepy smile. It wouldn't smile at me, but it would smile at my son.
Holy
So
shit.
it basically told me that like the target of this demon was my son, because
Ooh.
it would try its best not to acknowledge me, and it would like look away when I looked at it.
Correct.
But it wasn't like a winged demon, right? It was like a long lanky person with hair like down, like oily hair, like. And
Mm.
but
Very, yeah. Gross.
anytime it would look at my son, it would have that demonic smile.
Yeah.
And the way I ended up getting rid of this demon is I found its book, and then I actually took it to sunlight and opened it. And just by flipping through the pages, it it destroyed the demon. And I've been thinking about that
Wow.
dream all night because I was like, you know what? Maybe, like, just the way that I process information is like the demons that I'm facing, maybe it's going to be my job to expose them to sunlight, to expose these demons and
Dude, that's
their evil
crazy.
deeds.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's how the demon was destroyed. It was strictly by
Wow.
sunlight, not sunlight on itself, but on
Hmm.
its book, whatever the book was,
Yeah.
because I knew that it was attached to it. But that was like the heart and soul of the
Wow.
demon. And once sunlight hit it, that's when it got destroyed. And so
That'd be
it's just
such a
it's
cool
been on my
movie,
mind
dude.
all day, dude.
Did you know like a lot of these filmmakers and people that create music, they actually get all this stuff. Well, music more they do like illicit drugs, but like for movies, they will actually have vivid dreams, like you're just talking about, and create an entire movie. So that entire synopsis, or that, because you probably remember maybe 2 minutes of it, but you can really expound on a really positive message on fatherhood and raising your children. And there are demons that are infiltrating children on a daily basis right now, and we have to have strong men there to be able to back their sons and or their children, and to be able to show them the light and to expose, because without, there can't be darkness without light, and if you bring that light to the darkness, you can expose everything. And dude, I think that's brilliant. That's such an incredible. I've never heard of a dream that like so symbolic of what this country is going through right now. That's impactful, man, and it could be like a motivator for you as a father to actually want to be able to raise your children right, and show them like here's the darkness, but here is also the light.
And here's like, be able to recognize that there are people or demons targeting him specifically, that they're
Correct.
targeting children.
Yeah.
I think that was probably like, that it was like I woke up at, so I had this dream like really early on for some reason. Like I
Hmm.
fell asleep on the couch, and this woke me up at 11:30 last night. And
Yeah.
I was just I like woke up, I was like, should I should I tweet about this, or like, I need
Yeah.
to write this down and figure out exactly, because it felt more than just like an everyday dream. Because there were so many
Yeah.
messages in it that has
That's
just
cool.
been running through my head all day. And I remember the look on my son's face when we were trying to catch this demon, and like how nervous he was, and
Right.
how I was able to utilize like my two dogs in like kind of cornering the demon, figuring out where it was, and showing, like, pulling my son along, like, I know that the demon's after you, but I'm here. Like, don't worry. I'm going to show you
Yeah.
how to defeat this. And then being able to find that book. And I think the sunlight thing, man, like that that didn't click until morning, of like,
Yeah.
holy shit, like the way I destroyed the demon was but by shining a light on it. And yeah, I'm in Washington
Dude.
state, which
Yeah.
they are targeting kids here. And there are,
Hmm.
the way that they're targeting kids is so evil that it is definitely demonic. There's no way around it.
Mhm.
And the laws that they want to
Yes.
pass to enshrine this
Oh
gender
God, so
ideology
disgusting,
into
bro.
our law, into the way
Yeah.
that they teach our children at school is evil. It's not enough for me just to homeschool my kids, because if I
Mm.
just homeschool my kids, I'm hiding from the problem. And then I'm allowing all of these other kids to be exposed to this demonic element of
Yeah.
our society that is entrapping and confusing kids, and wanting them to be
Ye-
mutilated and sterilized
Yeah.
and confused growing
Mhm.
up. Like, that shit needs to end. So I mean, I'm gonna be processing this dream for a little while, but
Yeah.
I really do, I kind of feel like that was a message, and that I should talk about it because of the symbolic nature of that dream, and
Yeah.
how
That was cool, man.
vivid it was. It was a very, very vivid dream.
Yeah. Vivid dreams are so crazy because it's like it's like you have physiological reactions to it too. Like you will wake up in that mood of that certain situation that you're in, right? So if you're like in a panic mode or like adrenaline pumping, you will wake up and you will actually feel that when you wake up. So man, that absolutely crazy. Um, and I mean, I homeschool my son, but I also do think, I do agree with your sentiment on wanting your children to go to public school, because if so many parents pull their children out of public schools, then who's going to defend the other children? Who
There's
who
no
are going to be
force
the
against
parents?
it.
Who's going to be the parents that are able to speak up and speak out, or whatever you want to call it? So, but I mean, I think me and you are more versed on what's happening in our public schools, and it is like it's taxpayer funded, so you should know about it. You're paying taxes right
Yes.
now, for the school districts or the school taxes, so you should know where your money is going and what is actually going on. But yeah, man. Um,
Thunder in the night.